Joe Mauer, catcher, Minnesota Twins. When I first started playing baseball was following my brothers down to the park. I always tried to be like them, so I would always tag along with them.
We heard about Joe Mauer probably his sophomore year at Cretin-Durham High School in St. Paul, about some of the things he was doing, not just as a baseball player, but as a football player as well. He ended up being USA Today All-American in both baseball and football as a quarterback, and had a scholarship to play football at Florida State. So kind of the legend of Joe Mauer was beginning to gain momentum, back then when he was in high school, even before the Twins drafted him.
Growing up in St. Paul, it's pretty neat to be back home playing with the Twins. It's a team I always rooted for when I was younger. It's something that I enjoy. My grandparents haven't missed a home game in 5 years, so it's pretty neat to have that support. I love catching just because you're in the middle of everything. You're kind of like that second manager on the field and calling pitches and trying to help your pitcher out. And the unique thing about catching is that every position player is looking at you and seeing what kind of example that you set. I just love being in the middle of everything.
A lot of people believe that catching is the most demanding, the most vital position on the field. You gotta be part pitcher coach. I think you gotta be part psychologist. Like I said, each pitcher is different personality. You have to figure out which button to push to get that pitcher to execute when the bases are loaded and there's like 2 outs in the 7th inning. You're trying to stop this rally from starting. And I think Joe has developed that characteristic in the last few years. If you went to last season, the 2008 season, with a rotation with largely 5 inexperienced pitchers, and he was able to get the most out of that staff, and the Twins were within 1 game of making the playoffs last year. I think Joe deserves credit for that.
He is very consistent from the ground up, and you're looking at if you're going to emulate a guy that has good mechanics, you first start and take a look at Joe Mauer. He's kind of set the bar in hitting, and especially in his position, catching. He's won 2 batting titles. I don't know what the next level might be, and if anybody can do it, it's going to be Joe Mauer.
To be first player to do something in this game, do anything in this game is pretty a pretty cool thing. This game's been around for a long time, and to be part of history is a pretty neat thing.
Some people may have just God-given natural ability to play this game, but a lot of it is also hard work. And Joe has never cut corners when it's come to work ethic and being prepared. If Mauer's not in the lineup, the Twins, are not even close to being the contender they are right now. He means too much to that lineup on a daily basis, being able to hit and drive in runs and get on base all the time. And he means too much to the pitcher staff in order to calm pitchers down and to make sure they throw all their pitches and get hitters out.
He's already got himself probably 1 foot into the Hall of Fame right now, just based on the 2 batting titles.
Well, Mauer will end up in Cooperstown one day. I think that he has set the foundation to start thinking about that down the road, but right now I think he's played in the majors maybe 4, 5, 6 years. He's probably going to need another 5 years where he continues to hit at a high level, maybe add some power, maybe be a threat for the MVP a couple times and win a couple more batting titles. But certainly he's at the point where if he continues on the path he's at right now, you have to start thinking Cooperstown with him.